I consider the ability to consciously develop a habit one of the most, if not the most important ability someone can master. Almost everything you do, from the moment you wake up to the time you get back to bed, is a product of the habits you have. Every day is the same process, an automatic repetition of the habits you already have. This explains why developing a habit is the best way to make a significant, long-lasting change in our lives. I've said on this video the 4 most important tips I learned about developing a habit. The tip number 1 is creating habits is actually replacing old habits for new ones. This means if you want to introduce a good habit into your routine, you have to find a bad one to replace. For example, if you're willing to develop the good habit of reading ebooks on your phone, you can choose the bad habit of spending hours on social media to replace. The second tip I want to share with you is that this process takes time and effort. Developing a habit is a process that requires some time and effort, just like any other valuable thing in life. The beginning of the process is usually difficult because of the balance law in our minds. Once you have a set of habits, good or bad, when you try to introduce a different set of actions that will eventually create new habits, your mind reacts, pulling you back to the same condition you were, making it harder for you to change your habits. This resistance to change goes against you when you're trying to create a habit, but at the same time, it supports you to keep the good habits once you've developed them. It requires some effort at the beginning, but once you've developed the habit, even the hardest task becomes simple. Tip number 3 is set a time to work on your habit. It all goes down to your daily routine. If you want to make a change in your life, you have to make a change in your day. The same goes for habits. If you want to form a new one, you have to find some time in your day to work specifically on that habit. Set a time in your day to work on that habit. Create reminders to eliminate the possibility of forgetting about it. And once the time arrives, dedicate it exclusively to that new habit you intend to form. We got to our final tip, which is complete the 21 days challenge. 21 is the considerate number of days it takes to form a habit. Some people believe it takes more time, others less. What they all agree is that it takes time. Trying to change all the bad habits you have in only one day will only get you overwhelmed. We took a lot of time to develop the bad habits we have now. It would be unwise to expect an instant change overnight. So, start slow and with one habit per time. Commit yourself to work on one habit for 21 days straight. Some people use the strategy of starting a new habit each month, which is also a very good system since developing new habits is a continuous process and an indispensable technique for constant improvement. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, share it with someone you think it might help. And don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you for watching.